The Hassan, Denims, Frogan, and Co. Life cycle, they have once again fucked up and are now getting desperate as shit after Ethan Klein completely fucked them in the ass. Let's see how it possibly got worse. Let's get into it.
In today's video, Hassan is now trying to pretend women in Iran are not oppressed because it suits his politics. As usual, everybody is calling him stupid for this. Streamer Denims, Caseytron, and Frogan are all losing their minds after being sued by Ethan. Hassan has somehow reached...
They tried so hard to farm aura after their ass got blasted by Ethan Klein, and they are failing miserably.
Record levels of stupidity and a bunch of more updates. Subscribe to be on the winning side of history, and let's begin with Hassan once again showing that he has severe brain damage. Hassan is catching heat for his take about women in Iran. Chatter sent him a message claiming Iranian women are not allowed to post dances on TikTok. You're joking, right?
Iranian women can't post TikTok dances? What? That's a joke, right? You're saying that as a joke, right? Because one, I don't think that's a metric for women's liberty. And two, they absolutely can. What are you talking about? What the fuck? I mean, they can't right now because the internet's shut off. But I think that's what it is. Ay, ay, ay. Bro, one thing I know about Persians is they can't stop dancing. Iran is footloose.
And of course, Hassan is just the expert on Iran. If you guys didn't actually know, Iran is the leading champion of women's rights in the world. In fact, women are given $10,000 for existing there, actually. Not like women literally get arrested for dancing there and are actually very oppressed. So I explained this in one of my previous videos, but the only reason Hassan is glazing Iran is because, number one, it's against Israel and America, and he obviously hates both.
Anything that goes against America, Hassan likes, while comfortably living in his $3.4 million mansion in California with his Gucci bag and his Prada shoes and his overly inflated testosterone body and his bolt-on hair job. Man, I sure hate America while living in America every day. I know, man. Make it make sense.
And number two, Iran supports and funds the terrorist organizations that he loves so much.
Which, by the way, finding someone to do a hair transplant on a head that small, that's hard, guys. Like, that's like laser focus underneath a microscope, making sure they can find the molecules. Like, that's like surgery on a grape. You know, that's hard. That's really fucking tough.
Including Hamas, the Houthis, and Hezbollah, all three of which Hassan has shown open support for. Again,
wow, what a great guy.
Cult leaders and not the actual Iranian people. And because it's convenient to his politics, Hassan will ignore any oppression and pretend it's not there, just like he pretended grapes never happened. Hassan's chat room is beyond echo chamber. It's augmented reality, where they imagine what the outside world would look like in a way they like it. That is...
I reacted to a Hassan stream for 9 minutes, and it took me 48 minutes to get through by merely just correcting the misinformation that's put out every 9 minutes. Guys, I encourage you, take any 10-minute segment of Hassan talking about anything. I mean, anything, and just Google everything he says. The amount of lies that come out of one man's mouth is more dicks that go into some of his friends' mouths on a daily basis just to make a living, which, by the way, is a lot.
So well put. Unrelenting, uneducated midwit, dancing in public is prohibited since 1979, seen as a violation of Islamic law. It is explicitly...
Like, if there were to be an add-on for Grok to fact-check everything a streamer says, and it were to be enabled into Hassan's chat, it would ruin his entire life.
Illegal. His laugh is like nails on a chalkboard. Never underestimate the arrogance of a midwit, but at least he said Tehran like my mom says Barcelona. Leftists work so hard to virtue signal over Israel's atrocities just so they can firmly defend crimes against humanity that are committed by enemies of the USA. That's what I'm talking about. These people don't care. They just want their side to win all the time. And Hassan's side happens to be everything that is anti-American. Here we got somebody asking Grok, can women in Iran post dance videos to TikTok? In Iran, women face...
Let's ask Grok, guys.
Strict legal and cultural restrictions that impact their ability to post dance videos on TikTok. Public dancing by women is illegal under Article 637 of the Islamic Penal Code, which criminalizes acts against public modesty. Classic Hassan laughing at actual oppression. Additionally, women are required to wear a hijab in public, and uncovering their hair in videos can lead to arrest or punishment. Yes.
You Google what he says. You Grok what he says. He will be disproven every single fucking time. Grok. Add glue to Tectone's face.
That's very progressive, actually. Imagine the level of cognitive dissonance you have to be this extreme pride supporter and like extreme leftist Hassan fan, while also somehow just ignoring all these atrocities. Anyways, Asmongold responded,
if a woman can't express herself by dancing, that's absolutely a type of expression that you can't do. Yeah, absolutely.
What are you talking about?
Iranian couple handed prison sentence for dancing. Iranian woman arrested for dancing.
Yep.
Iran arrests 2 young women for dancing in cemetery. Hard to say why. Was it because it's a cemetery? Not long ago, 2 people in the cemetery of martyrs in Tehran, disregarding the sacred site, recorded a clip with inappropriate clothing and movements that were outside of the custom of Sharia.
Hello, Hassan Diddy Piker here.
Iran supposedly struck a U.S. base in Qatar. No, they tried. And then the American Defense Force stopped all missiles before they actually hit touchdown. From the videos I've seen, I don't know if any missiles have actually successfully struck, but no, good old America has already taken care of all those missiles, boys. Freedom, hell yeah, yahoo!
Actually, seems very liberal to me, guys. Very progressive. Actually, I have changed my stances. Let us jail people for dancing. Remember, guys, grapes never happened. I never saw any forensic evidence on October 7. Let me ask you this question. Is there forensic evidence of women being jailed because of dancing? I need the data. I will personally cross-examine, actually. Yeah, so if it wasn't clear, Hassan will basically ignore any injustice as long as it's...
So the joke is, for anybody who's wondering why he's talking about forensic evidence, is because there was well over 14 women that got raped via terrorists, where there was firsthand witnesses, personal testimonies from multiple people who were there. There was also, inside of the dead bodies of the women who did not get to tell their tales, come inside their vagina, bruising and blood around their vagina. And Hassan says, well, there's no forensic evidence, so how do we know they got raped? So there's your tolerant left streamer, Hassan. I know, great guy, man. Great guy. Denim's also denied it as well. Great woman. She always claims to be on the side of women when it comes to sexual misdeeds, yet for some reason she won't actually go over real ones because, well, those hurt her narrative, guys. These people are part of Hassan's code. They don't care about victims. They only care about weaponizing them whenever it suits their goals. And that's the bottom line.
On his side. It is just the classic Hassan book of propaganda. Hassan should honestly write like a textbook, you know, just like how to create like an echo chamber cult. Hassan is being paid by Iran. Nothing else explains his moronic takes. Send both of them to Iran. Now it turns out apparently Hassan is getting super scared of reacting to videos now because Ethan sued his little minions and now Hassan is just terrified.
Sheila Klein, co-host of the H3 podcast.
Good.
What is this, bro? Is this drama? How to girl boss a side? Is there a broader point here? Because I don't really care to fucking offer any sort of attention. I personally don't fucking care to even entertain Ethan Klein at this point. Like the attention goes away even for a little.
He's so afraid. He's actually so afraid. It's so funny, dude.
Little bit, and then his goal is to try and use like whatever he has. In this circumstance, he has money. He still has money. I don't think Teddy Fresh is doing all that well, but he still has like old school YouTube money and some of the Teddy Fresh money that he had in the past. So he's using the
real classy, Hassan, real classy
money that he has to basically
would like to say Teddy Fresh is fire.
Create legal drama against people who are much smaller as content creators than he is.
Yeah, these smaller creators were going after his family and his livelihood. How dare he get proper punishment for these people transgressing against him?
With frivolous litigation that will most likely be tossed aside by any competent judge.
Yeah, Hassan, when did you become a lawyer, actually?
Yeah, I can't wait for all the competent judges to say, like Denim said, he's only suing these 3 women because he's misogynistic. That's what it is. Yeah, let's see the judge throw it out, Hassan. Let's see. Because what's going to happen when they don't?
They literally admitted it was theft, bro. They are not getting away with this shit.
Yep.
Also, if you remember, basically Hassan would always react to any of his orbiters' videos, but now he's so deathly scared of Ethan because of the lawsuit, he's coming up with an excuse to not talk about it anymore, and it's just lovely to see this guy swarm. Also, I don't know why he's pretending like Ethan Klein is broke suddenly. Of course, I don't know their finances exactly, but as a fellow creator, I can estimate. And keep in mind, Ethan was like getting more viewers than Hassan for some streams. I'm not sure how it is now. And he has other businesses as well, merch and stuff. So I imagine he's pretty well off. He might even be richer than Hassan. I don't really know or care. It's just funny for Hassan to pretend that he's somehow broke and he needs like attention or something. Ironically, the only broke people here is your head moderator, Froggen, and Casey.
I remember Frogan was saying, I'm not a political streamer, I'm not a political streamer, and then as a head moderator of one of the largest political streamers. Not the largest, that's Asmongold. But Hassan's in second place. He's doing great.
Tron, of course, who spends all her money on smoking. Then he just brings up slop tubers again, living rent-free as always.
Because even the fucking slop tuber orbiters that he has cultivated at this point have been turning around and saying, this is really boring. I believe in the copyright lawsuits that he has launched against Denims, Frogan, and Casey Tron.
Guys, are you bored of the Hassan coverage? Make sure to leave a comment, a like, and a subscribe, and turn the bell on for all notifications to make sure I know whether you guys like it or not. Okay, if this video doesn't get 5,000 likes, I'll never talk about Hassan and his orbiters ever again. But if this video gets more than 10,000 likes and I get over 500 new subs off this video, I'll cover it every day. So make sure to leave your support, guys.
He mentions my name, I think 150 plus times, even calling me the Grand Mufti of Palestine that was like homies with Adolf Hitler. What the does that have to do with copyright, man?
Well, to be
What the fuck does a guy's dad got to do with this content when you got a dad that freed the terrorists in charge of October 7th attacks, which is terrorism, by the way, as well as an uncle that dreams about little girls. That way he can f the moment they turn 18, allegedly. Which, by the way, his words, not mine.
To be fair, I think you're a pretty big part of the whole drama and essential
Dumbass.
to building the story, which is kind of why you were mentioned there. And there's a lot of side
apple
info
doesn't
about
fall
your general
too far from the
anti-Semitic
tree,
behavior,
Hassan.
and I assume he's trying to cook up some argument.
Like
Obviously, I'm
uncle?
not the lawyer or anything, but I'm not
Like
gonna
father,
pretend to
like
understand the
son.
sort of stuff like Hassan does. Also, can this guy stop crying about slop tubers? Dude, we would not have any content if you just didn't
Oh, and by the way, Hassan has never denied those facts, by the way. Imagine that.
F up regularly on a daily basis. Now, if you thought Hassan couldn't get any stupider, he apparently thought the sun was a fucking missile.
Maybe that's why Hassan really enjoyed those Diddy parties. Very interesting.
What the frick is this, bro?
It's called the sun. It's in the sky every day.
Bro, it's coming right at him.
Nah, it's
Hello?
the sun.
Is it coming right at him? I can't tell.
It's
What
the
is
sun,
that, bro?
It's the sun. It was the sun.
Oh, I thought that was the missile. I thought that was, I was like, it's not moving. It's the sun.
Yeah, it's the sun. It's there every day. It's been there for a couple million. Some say billions of years. It has been there for quite a while. That's okay.
Thank you, Hassan, once again for that brilliant,
Great play-by-play.
brilliant analysis. An expert in warfare, an expert in any topic he talks about, actually. The political guru, the person the layman should be going to for their political opinions. The expert in analysis by Hassan, the PhD Twitch streamer here. Dude, how can anybody actually watch this guy, bro? You can't be serious. Honestly, we might have already been taken over by AI, and there's just a bunch of fucking programmed bots watching him at all times. And the people you see IRL have brain chips implanted in them that makes them follow him without questioning anything. That's just a theory. Because I don't want to pretend that people can be this level of stupid. And let's not forget where he thought Arma 3 was actual war footage.
They lit that fucking thing up. Look at the traces. It's Arma. Oh, god damn it!
Anyways, let's move on to the biggest rising star streamer, Frogan. She made this tweet. Ethan Klein is suing me for reacting to a video about
rising scale.
myself. I've made a GoFundMe to raise funds for my legal defense, and then she's attached a GoFundMe. So here we are on Frogan's lawsuit defense fund, and it turns out she's raised $25,000.
What's hilarious is Frogan's goal for legal fees is 200K. And Denham's and Caseytron's goal is 100K. And that's because legal fees, they scale according to body weight. So obviously to get representation, you need to bump up the limit there for old Frogman.
And you can see that this was only done by 499 donations, and we got this random guy called Scott donating $10,000. I don't know if this is like a Hassan alt or whoever is simping for this person, but that's just crazy to me. So obviously $25,000 is not nearly enough money for her daily grocery bill. You thought I was talking about the lawsuit? Come on, dog. We all know this money's gone straight to McDonald's. So here's what she said. After nearly 2 years of a targeted harassment campaign against me, yes, everything's about you. Ethan Klein has now escalated it into suing me for reacting to his video on Hassan and myself on his video titled Content Nuke Hassan. This fundraiser is to cover any and all legal fees associated with this complaint, any counterclaims I may have against him, and any other bills and personal expenses from lost wages and damages arising from this litigation. Okay, so again, it seems like it's all Ethan fans here. After nearly 2 years of a targeted harassment campaign against Ethan Klein, he has now escalated into suing me. There, I fixed your opening statement. And the $5 is for my boy Ethan family. Here's $5. I can't give it a lot, but any amount I can add to the Ethan Klein Victory Fund, I will gladly contribute. Here's $5 for Ethan. Don't eat it! I'm not gonna read that. I'm not gonna read that. This should be dismissed by court. I can't see a reason it would be a valid case. Either way, you should counter-sue for the same argument in his video about you.
Man.
He shouldn't be able to sue you for a video that you responded that was based on you. Also, fair use? Okay, then we got the actual bunch of idiots. Now, Frogan responded again saying, I'm genuinely speechless at the level of support this has received. Thank you so much for helping me out.
She's speechless because she can't talk with her mouth full.
It means the world and beyond to me. There is no way she said the world and beyond. Hey, guys, the support is absolutely out of this world, out of this galaxy, actually. There's no way. She has to be a fan. Everybody's a fan. I'm telling you. Hassan and his goon squad are all jerking it to the series. The absolute legendary saga. Here's what people are saying. Can't wait to see your ass living out of a box. It would have to be a pretty big box. Don't worry, you don't need that. GoFundMe. Your politically aligned friend is a millionaire. Surely it will help you. Anyways, let's move on to the first orbiting fucking moon. Female Hassan,
Jesus.
also known as Denims. Basically, somebody posted a clip of her literally months before, gloating about Ethan not suing her. And this clip aged horribly.
How's the lawsuit going? Nowhere, because Ethan Klein's too much of a sue me because he knows he'll
Uh-oh.
lose. I love these people though that are like, any day now, he's gonna sue. He's gonna
Uh-oh.
sue. Yeah, just a reminder, by the way, just a reminder.
Hey, Denims. Hey, Denims. You might have to be dealing with something else later. Oh, time will tell. Time will tell. You might have more issues coming your way real soon. We will see. Uh-oh.
After he paraded on the
Uh-oh.
internet about how he was gonna sue me and he wanted to sue me, guess what? Still no lawsuit. Oh my god, he's so bitch made. I'm actually pretty certain that his lawyer told him to stop going after me. His lawyer most likely said, dude, like, you, like, need to stop. Like, you actually need to stop. Whatever, you think I'm an idiot, you think I'm the dumbest person alive, that's fine. Go read the lawsuit. Maybe if you don't want to respect me, you can go respect a judge and a lawyer.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Well, you can't really say that she didn't ask for this. You literally called him a bitch. So, you know, he was just kind of playing ball. And now
Yep.
suddenly, Denims is just deleting all her shit, you know, panicking.
Wonder why
trying
that
to
is.
crowdfund money when you yourself said that you would self-fund any lawsuits going
Wonder why
forward.
that is,
I don't know.
guys.
It's just a bit of an L. And I can't wait till that smug look is absolutely wiped off her face. Now, this next part, she literally admits that she was stealing and that what she did was theft and just completely destroys her case.
Here, we'll make this on a grander scale. If you check your bank account and like Chase accidentally refunded you an extra $50, you might look at that and be like they were supposed to refund you for some charge or something, and then they accidentally gave you another $50. And you see that and you're like, I didn't see anything. Well, listen, they can correct it. They can find it themselves. They can correct it. I don't really care that much. All right. I don't really care that much. If some old
Who is the person watching this, guys? Where are they genuinely? Where are they coming from? Where on God's green earth did they spawn from? I mean, I'm asking. I don't get it, guys. I don't fucking get it.
old lady on the street is like, hey, you know, do you have change for
It's
a
just
$10
painful.
bill? Nobody carries cash around, but like, do you have change for a $10 bill? I just need to pay the meter. And she hands you a $50 bill instead of a $10 bill and says, oh, you know, times are so tough right now, but you know, gotta pay the meter. And you keep the 50. See how one of those feels morally worse? One of those feels like you're stealing from someone.
I got no idea what the fuck you're saying, man. I just turned my brain off. I ain't gonna lie. Like, man, I mean, even humor in this shit just makes me feel like retarded. Like, straight up. I don't even, guys, I don't even know how to fucking humor this shit. I'll just be straight. I'm gonna keep it 100%. I got no idea what the fuck she's even talking about. I cannot be fucked to watch this shit.
Who does need it, or you're stealing from, I don't know, not a corporation. One of those feels worse. We're not talking about legality. It's theft regardless. We're talking about what is morally worse.
Is she saying, oh my God, is she saying that it's fine to steal content from Ethan Klein because he's large? Are we serious? It's okay to hate Brigade Ethan Klein because he's bigger than you? And that's why it's fine? Bro, you are so fucking, I re-zoned in. I re-zoned in for 30, not even 3 seconds. And I just, I have absconded to levels of pure retardation I thought previously were unattainable.
It's theft regardless.
Oh my god. She, you know, I want her to fail and everything, but just seeing this level of stupidity is just like, oh my god. If I was a lawyer, I'd be like, please shut up. Please
Yep.
shut up. Oh my god. So let me get this straight. You are now on
If I were Denims and Co., I would just stay offline until the lawsuit happens to prevent any extra ass fucking they're going to receive.
camera admitting that what you did was theft. You actually cannot be this dumb. There is just no way. This is what happens when you have 0 brain cells and you made all of your money off OnlyFans. Don't worry, guys. I'm just stealing from Ethan because he's rich, you know? I would actually feel bad if I was stealing from a smaller creator. This is the classic Hassan Squad argument again. It's okay to burn cars and loot Apple stores because these people are rich. First off, stealing is never okay, obviously. Second off, somehow Ethan is being compared to, like, I don't know, fucking Amazon or something. If you look at the bigger picture, yes, Ethan is rich, but he still has a relatively small business. He's considered a small business. He has a bunch of employees, sure, but it's nowhere near to like a mega company. If you had any chance in this case at all, you just completely destroyed it. Now, basically, people were calling her out for deleting all her stuff on like YouTube and Twitch and stuff, and then she responded saying that her reaction is now available on her Twitch profile, as if to sort of own the people, right? But there's a catch here.
Yeah, if you go to my channel right now, you can see videos, highlights. And here it is. This is the highlight that I uploaded so that I could have it on record. I guess I must have had the thought already before to do this, but yeah.
Ain't nobody trying to see that shit.
And here is the entire reaction that I had to the content puke. If you guys are ever curious to go look at it.
Right, guys.
The content puke. Did you hear what I called it? Because it's called the content nuke, but I called it the content puke. What do you think, Hassan? Was that funny? Oh, Daddy, are you gonna pay attention to me? I called it the content puke. Get burned. Get burned. Owned epically. Owned again. Get burned. Got him.
She just uploaded the entire
Jesus.
reaction. Wow, I wonder why she would do that. Oh wait, turns out she
The content nuke, more like the content fart.
What do you guys think? That was pretty good, right? That was a pretty good one. Oh, man. Ethan's really going to be rolling his Giardia right in bed today, huh, boys?
actually left out the most important part in her so-called highlight here. In fact, she cut the main thing out that Ethan is suing her for. Well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime if you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here.
Yep.
So this was like the most damning part of what she said here. And she conveniently cut this out. And now she's trying to tell her one remaining fan that, I'm just re-uploading it just as it is.
Her
Nice
only
try, you
fan.
absolute moron. You got caught again. So anyways, Asmongold responded.
Because Ethan Klein's too much of a sue me because he knows. How's the lawsuit going?
Dumbass.
Nowhere because Ethan Klein's too much of a.
Can someone remind me why Ethan Klein is suing Denim
Stupid
but not
ass.
XQC? How can so many people be so retarded?
Yep.
If you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video,
Didn't
Yep.
somebody comment on this? This is Legal Mindset commenting on this.
Lonesome Poet says, just got here wondering if what Ethan did is considered entrapment.
No.
And sorry, and once again, I want to explain this stuff. I'm just laughing in general. So, and that's not a thing. You're probably thinking about like police entrapment or something else different. This is not criminal. This is copyright infringement.
Yep.
So no, there's no such thing in the law. It's enforcing your right. And I use the example once again of the house. It's like putting an alarm on your house. Is that trapping the burglar? No.
Dude, you know you're cooked when the YouTube lawyers are going after you. But yeah, we talked about this as well. This case obviously does not fall under entrapment in any way. You are always allowed to safeguard your own copyright. That is not considered like trapping anyone. If I'm not mistaken, that was like a Hassan argument that every one of his orbiters ran with.
Yeah, you can't entrap someone as a civilian. That's just not how that works. Now, you can if you're a police officer, but not a fucking random dude off the street.
stealing from, I don't know, not a corporation.
Well, it's a good thing the way that you feel about something isn't the way the law is. Well, I feel differently about this. It's okay when I do it.
We're not talking about legality. It's theft regardless. We're talking about what is morally worse. It's theft regardless.
You can tell she doesn't have a lawyer.
Yep.
Don't worry, guys. Denims will be crowdfunding the lawyer as well. She's gonna ask one of her simp moderators to do it for her.
Yep.
I can't wait till these flippin' losers all go broke, bro. The most vile, disgusting people out
God,
there who
it's
want
gonna
to
be
do
awesome.
real-world harm over an internet argument. Like they wanted to go after Ethan's kids and shit. And now, you reap what you sow. You get what you flippin' deserve. You wanted to play hardball, you got hardball. And I actually wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't have lawyers right now because I can't see any normal, like, well-meaning lawyer allowing you to do that shit unless she just ignored what they said. But anyways, she then tries to pretend that Ethan is the one who doesn't have lawyers, actually, even though he's literally gone to court in the past and won.
I am not going to litigate this case on the internet. I'm going to litigate this case in a court of law. Okay? What I will do, however, is show you guys how bad this video is that he made. And second, how bad
Let's
this
see it.
document is. And after reading
Let's
it,
see
I
it,
am
Denims.
starting to be concerned that a lot of it was actually written by Ethan. What's 10 divided by 10 Klein?
Yeah, I don't know if
Let's
this
see it.
strategy of pretending you have the high ground is going to work, but I think this is one quality unique to this specific Hassan orbiter. She absolutely loves gloating. This is just her thing. She loves to act extremely
You know what's crazy? Denims called me guilty because the issue that I was previously dealing with, I talked about it on social media. And she said if I was really taking it seriously, that I wouldn't have talked about it. But what's crazy is, Denims, is that now that you're dealing with an issue, you're talking about it 24/7 on the internet. So what's this whole rules for thee but not for me mentality? What? Like, where did that logic go? Oh, I see. You only push that logic onto other people when it suits your needs. But when push comes to shove, my, oh my, do your morals and values go out the wayside. Very, very, very interesting. Denims, once again, caught with her denims down by the old long dig of the law of Ethan Klein. Very interesting.
extremely smug. Oh, Ethan is never going to sue me. Literally sues her. Same thing right now. Oh, Ethan doesn't have lawyers. Oh, he's not going to win this. I just want to see her reaction when she loses the case. Also,
Yep.
let's not forget the elephant in the room. She admitted it was theft, bro. Like,
Yep.
There's no coming back from this. You're cooked. Every single clip I've ever seen of Denims makes her look like an evil and obnoxious bitch.
I wonder
Denims
why
has
that
been
is.
so confidently wrong about everything.
You know what was hilarious? So I got sent a clip. This is a fun fact. I got sent a clip of Pink once again, a year later, and she's still talking about me. And you know what she said? Man, I'm just really relieved to be out of the darkest time of my life. Finally, I can talk to my family again. She's claiming that I wasn't letting her talk to her family. Bitch, I shared Thanksgiving and Christmas with them. I invited your sister over all the time. Like, what the fuck? All right, Pink, now get in your box. Yeah. And sit in your box and don't look at me. What the fuck are we talking about? Like, dude, it's been a year. And she's still yapping, and then she always posts these things. I'm so happy, guys. I'm so happy, guys. Every stream, I escape the darkest part of my life. Shut up. And everybody knows who you're trying to talk about. Good Lord. Dude, can you just apologize and move on with your life? Like, it's okay. It's just say sorry. That's it. Holy fuck. I'm so confused. Who is she? League of Legends player. All right, cool. Anyways.
Regarding this situation. So Ethan also responded with just like a cringe emoji. Anyways, now Asmon talked about the loss.
New Yeet tweet about you. Oh shit, where are we at? Tectone might be shadow banned on Twitch. If you search his channel and press enter, you will not see him live. However, if you type his name in the search bar, he will show up. I think Twitch might have relabeled his channel to 18 plus. Tectone might be shadow banned on Twitch. If you search his channel and press enter, you will not see him live.
Lawsuit.
Ethan, please stream this lawsuit. Please stream it. Please stream it so I can react.
Same.
Please, I need this, man. I really
Same.
need this.
Do you think you need it, Asmon? You think you need this, Asmon? I've been here every fucking day in the trenches. You're a fucking tourist when it comes to Denims and Co. drama. I've been here every day. You let my ass stream that. I'm getting 500,000 views on my reacts, man. You need to let me have this. Go deal with Iran. You go deal with World War III. I will handle this. All right, this is like Yu Yu Hakusho. Yusuke, you go deal with World War III. I'll deal with the fucking side fight. Let me have this.
They can get mad. They can act like they're, how can you say something bad about me when I'm trying to fight against a genocide? That's not going to work in a court of law. And so,
he's only doing this because he's widowy misogynistic.
Oh, they really should worry. They should be worried because the entire apparatus that supports them is completely artificial. It's totally artificial and it's retarded. So the moment that you have people that actually, give a shit about reality, this immediately is going to fall apart.
Absolutely.
And so don't you dare criticize me during a genocide. Exactly. Their incomes this year is about to get genocided. Yeah, you're right. She said she's countersuing for doxing her, which I don't think he did. I don't think so either. And I think that if they do anything about it, or they try to get it shut down, it's just going to make it worse. Once things like this start happening, usually they keep happening. And so, I feel like they're basically cooked no matter what.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Summit. Perfect time to ventilate. Denims raised 15K. For Ethan, that's nice of her to do that. It really is.
Yep, that's really the best part.
He stole that joke from me.
All of this money is either getting eaten up by lawyers or going straight to Ethan. But anyways, that's some poetic justice here, and the politics excuse is finally coming to an end. How many times have these absolute losers stood on the grave of Palestinians and said, oh, whatever the heck I'm doing is justified, including supporting committing crimes because of genocide or whatever excuse they had? People are waking up, and people are tired of this bullshit. Then Asmon talks about Twitch permabanning them.
So anyway, ego overrides logic. Yeah. And if the thing is that what I think the real master stroke of this is that if they get convicted of this and they get in trouble of it, Twitch might actually ban their accounts permanently because they were using, and again, proven in a court of law, that they were using the Twitch terms of service as a tool to facilitate breaking the law.
Yep.
Right? Like literally, I think Twitch could be in a legal situation where they would have to do that.
And would that not be fucking hilarious? Dude, all of them getting wiped off the earth would be so funny. You want to know why? Because once Hassan loses his little fucking minions, then there's one thing that he's going to finally have to face. Accountability. And wouldn't that be absolutely hilarious?
I don't know that. I'm not certain about it, but there's a possibility, right? Bro, cut that thumbnail. I'm just saying, right? Civil, not criminal, though. It doesn't matter because it can still be used as evidence that Twitch doesn't care about people doing this if something bad happens in the future, right? It's the precedent that it sets, not necessarily the fact that it happens, right? Like, I mean, the thing itself, like, I don't think Twitch
one
really cares
legal
one way or
Kamehameha,
another,
the minions are gone for good. Man, wouldn't that be a dream timeline?
Else.
Honestly, Dan would never do
Wouldn't
this
that be
out of
nice?
his own volition. He's too stuck on Hassan's neck,
Jesus.
of course. But if a
Let me
court
get
of
some of
law
that.
forced him to do it, then nothing is really impossible. But yeah, that argument can definitely be made, and it would be ironic if they got banned before Asmongold, who is definitely hated by Twitch. And the day Hassan gets permabanned, bro, I might actually throw a party. I feel like
No. No, you don't want that. We want Denims and Frogan in case you're trying to get banned. We do not want Hassan to get banned. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. We want to see him not allowed to discuss politics anymore on Twitch. So we get to see him go live every day and try to pivot his content. Failure after failure after failure, while he realizes he's not funny, he's not compelling, nobody likes him, nobody wants to talk to him, and he can't do his job. And we'll see him drop from 30K to 20K to 10K to 1K to 500 viewers. And he'll sit there in his head screaming. Because here's a fun little fact. I have a buddy who actually hung out with Hassan. Now, I'm not going to say who this buddy is. But they know Hassan quite well. And the only thing that they ever talk about with them, according to him, is when Hassan talks to people, all he does is talk about his numbers. How many views he got on Twitch, on YouTube, how much money he's making. That's it. I mean, that's like Mizkif levels of conversation, right? Numbers. I only had 30K, why not 35K, right? There are a lot of creators who only talk about numbers. I don't care. It is nice, though, talking about from a business perspective and leading people to new platforms for pastures new and promoting content creator rights and trying to make content creators have more money and be more successful. That way, more viewers can enjoy more content without ads. It's great. I love leading people over to Kick, where you can watch streams with 0 ads. Go follow my Kick, go follow my YouTube right now. But when people like this go from 30K to 25K, guys, it obliterates them. Like, they won't be able to speak with how depressed they are. And what do? Their fans start to act for them. They come into their chat doing anything to try to prevent anybody from telling the truth about their streamer. And they lose their mind. And then they implode. And then they downgrade from Twitch viewers to 4chan users. Ugh, gulp! Really rough. I want to see Hassan's life crumble. I want to see the anxiety and the panic attacks that he'll experience if he goes from 30,000 viewers to 29,000 viewers. It's really that bad. If you think I'm joking, guys, it is really that bad. These streamers will have anxiety attacks from losing 500 viewers. It's bad, says the guy who won't play variety games because he loses half his viewers. But that's way different.
everybody should be invited. That shit would go harder than the Super Bowl. And don't worry, it won't be a Diddy party. That's a Hassan Piker exclusive. Now, XQC also talked about his experience with Denims and how she treated him while he was getting sued by his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, here we go.
For some context, if you didn't know, XQC went through a very public breakup in which his ex was, trying to take 50% of his assets and claim they are married.
I felt absolutely terrible for X because I think X is a very charismatic guy who honestly looks pretty good. I got no idea why he was with this hippo. I really don't get it, bro. I really don't understand.
And when they actually weren't or something, it was really messy, and she was pretty crazy. And of course, Denims immediately goes to the side of women equals good.
I was looking at a thread about like the whole like Ethan lawsuit, whatever, right? And it hit me out of nowhere because I completely forgot, right?
Yep.
This Denims person that was being weird and antagonizing me in real life at that party about the lawsuit when I was going through it, right? Hey buddy, enjoy the legal bill and enjoy the lawsuit. You fucking deserve it. You absolute lord. Hey.
It's so fucking good, dude. It's so doing that shit in real life is insane, by the way. Holy fuck, that shit is so good. Holy fuck, bro. It's so funny.
Hey, enjoy the fat fucking bill, you moron.
Yes,
Holy
sir.
shit, I can't.
Oh man, I mean, revenge
Get
for
his
XQC, I
ass.
guess. But not surprised that Denims would do that. She seems like the type.
It's me. It's me. Look at that. I love that dude. Man, I'm not gonna lie, man. When I would wear my hoodie and when I wear my backwards hat, that's how you know I'm in demon mode. That's how you know I'm about to say some horrific shit. When I got my sweater on and my backwards hat, I'm about to unleash hell on everybody. I swore I would never do it again because I'd be going way too crazy. It's like taking off the eye patch in anime. It was so bad.
To hop on any drama ever to support the wrong side. Women equals correct, unless you're Jewish. Then you don't qualify for Denim sympathies.
Yep.
Denim's here obviously got a PhD in empathy. She got her personal lessons from Professor iDubbbz.
Yep.
So if her OnlyFans income goes directly to Ethan to pay for the legal fees and damages from violating copyright, and she has no other...
What did XUC say there? Oh yeah, let me translate. So what that means in XUC speak is he fucking hates Denim's guts. We know what happens when Hassan viewership drops. That's why streaming is the hardest job in the world. What's this? Hassan is reportedly having a mental breakdown in his Discord due to decline in viewership. I'm so sad. I think the streams are bangers, but people don't see that.
other actual income otherwise. Does that make Ethan her pimp now? Technically, it's true. Anyways, let's move on to Casey Tron, the person that literally nobody knew about before this drama started. So here we have a...
No, I saw her titty streams back in 2012 when she would play League of Legends. Back when she was only 40 years old. I've known Casey Tron for over a decade.
Tweet by Casey Tron playing victim, support my GoFundMe. A short rant, I am so tired. My entire existence on Twitch after I started 13 years ago has been incel harassment campaign after incel harassment campaign.
Deserved.
Yeah, tell it to the judge. Men with much larger audiences than me have harassed, defamed, slandered, swatted, cyberstalked, and tried to get me to neck myself for a decade. Through these endeavors, very few of my peers have supported me.
Yeah, maybe stop being a bitch. Yeah, it's really that easy.
Because they don't want to evoke the same hate. It's been extremely isolating. I've been thrown to the wolves to fend for myself. Now a million...
Well, thrown to the wolves alone, no. You always have your bong, don't worry. The fact that she said they can't afford the vasectomy so she can take raw loads is insane. I've never heard them say that. That's nuts.
Millionaire has specifically chosen me as a target for a frivolous lawsuit, not only because they know I don't have the monetary means to defend myself, but because they knew that targeting specifically me would evoke the support of extremely large incel audiences who would once again harass me in mass. Of course.
Nah, I think it's just because you're a bitch. Like, I don't know, guys. Am I crazy here? Like, I feel it's just because she sucks. Like, I really feel like it's not that deep. I feel like it's just because she fucking sucks. You know what I mean?
Of course, it was targeted you so that we would wake up the incel.
Also, how the fuck are you a content creator for 13 years and still poor? Like, brother, hello? Like, you got to be doing something wrong, man. Like, at that point, you're not even a content creator. You're just unemployed. You're doing this shit as a hobby. You got to get your money and get out.
Obviously. What a complete moron. Oh my god, you are not the main character. My biggest fear in all of this is that I will once again be left to fend for myself as mass harassment campaigns slander and harass my character. I'm also fearful of my financial future and my ability to provide for my family. Being told relentlessly that you're gonna lose everything and have generational debt for the rest of your life must be fun. Well, that's literally the shit people neck themselves over. Of course you play-
Well, guys, I just think it's really fucked up that I committed all these crimes and now they're sending me to jail. People literally kill themselves when they get sent to jail. Then, bitch, don't commit the crime. Oh, dude, I can't go to jail for stealing. People kill themselves for going to jail. Well, then don't commit the crime. Hello? Banana? Hey, Casey Tron. Hey, ain't this you? Ain't this you? That's you, isn't it? Maybe we're gonna be dealing with something else a little bit later. You know, maybe we should not fuck around. Because, hey, Casey, we about to find out, aren't we? We about to find out. By the way, guys, I will be getting in contact with Ethan Klein's lawyer on Friday. Man, we have a lot to talk about. This is gonna be crazy. He might have a new client he's taking a part of.
The card that, oh, I'm gonna neck my dude. You can't just do that anytime you're criticized. I often cope with humor. You do? When has this one ever been funny? As most people who have overcome hard obstacles in their lives do, but I've reached my breaking point and acknowledge I need more help. I'm hoping to be back streaming Wednesday. Love how you're making it seem like a random attack, not how you broke fair use.
Yep.
So here we are on her GoFundMe page, and turns out she's raised the least money out of Frogan, and then she raised lesser money than Frogan. You actually cannot be serious. You're cooked. 9% funded. It's a 100K goal, which is not even enough, I don't think. Let's see the donations. We got 65 bucks. Hey, Casey Tron, I heard about you a couple days ago when this happened. Wish you all the best. Please do what you're doing. You seem like a really fun person.
Jesus Christ, bro. I mean, good Lord, man. You gotta, guys, I want you to think, who in the fuck is pulling up a Casey Tron stream in 2025? Hello? Who? I hope to God this is a joke. praying to God this is satire.
Nah, this has got to be dead internet theory, bro. There's no way. You
It
got
has
this,
to be.
girl. I hope Ethan and his settler lawyer are embarrassed. Of course, settler lawyer. That's crazy. Anyways, responding to that tweet playing victim, I think I speak for the entire internet when I say we do not care. Literally cry about it, smoke up a storm or something to cope, whatever you want. You absolutely deserve this. You're a vile person.
Man,
you
oh,
violated fair
man.
use. You wanted to steal his content. Now, out of nowhere, Anissa Joma, or Idev's husband, has chimed in saying Casey Tron is objectively the funniest person on the internet. Anyways, turns out they're all in some sort of a weird competition because all three of them have started fundraisers, right?
It's like a humiliation ritual to get accepted to the Illuminati.
So somebody who donates to one is likely not going to donate to the other because, you know, you have a limited amount of money. So it's funny that the three Hassan orbiters have been pit against each other. And here we got Dan Saltman just pissing his pants enjoying this. Weekend update.
Dude, Dan is so fucking funny, bro. Dan does not care. Bro is untouchable and he knows it.
Less than 10% have been donated, with all donations massively slowing down. 360,000 is remaining on the GoFundMe's. And here we got the 3 GoFundMe's here, and then the You Tried star. How the F is Frogan in the lead is our favorite same shot. Pitching in after he single-handedly put. Now click this video or every one of your current or future.
Oh man, they're cooked and they all fucking know it, boys. Yo, boys, here's the link. Go like, comment, subscribe. More Pegasus is the GOAT. Man, great content, fun for all ages. It's great, man. What a good ass time. Like, comment, subscribe, boys. Almost to 1 million. Big W.